Hello, and welcome to the Inside Job Experiment. This is a space for grounded energy work, emotional clarity, and for coming back into alignment with yourself. Today we are exploring cultivating intimacy in relationships without losing yourself. My name is Rundi. I'm a Reiki master and a scalar emulator, which means I stabilize resonance for others to remember their own coherence through it. You may also hear light language during this session if that wants to come through. This session is timeless, and you can return to it whenever you feel called. Find a quiet place where you will not be disturbed and get into a comfortable position, either sitting or laying down. Gently close your eyes and allow your breath to soften and your body to relax. This is your time to focus on yourself. If you're open to receiving Reiki energy, scalar calibration, and light codes, please say yes, either to yourself or out loud. Reiki energy is always for your best and highest good and knows exactly what you need in a way that is gentle and beneficial for you at this time. Let's take a deep cleansing breath through your nose, imagining it coming from the bottoms of your feet, rising up all the way to the crown of your head. Hold it at the top for a moment and exhale through your mouth. Continue with 2 more rounds while I connect the flow of Reiki energy. We are now connected. Have you ever confused getting closer to someone as intimacy, but unaware of how you were losing yourself in your relationship? Sometimes we abandon our own signal in the process of merging with another person. We may become who we think the other person wants us to be, and eventually this leads us to the connection breaking apart or collapsing down the road. Today we are talking about something that Tantra teaches and explains very clearly: how to experience deep connection without disappearing inside of it. If you've been following this series, you know we've been exploring a simple idea. Tantra is not about techniques. It is about awareness. Week 1 was about feeling sensation in the body. Week 2, we explored holding desire without chasing it. And today, we take the next step. Because once you can feel your own sensations as information and hold your own desires, the next question becomes, can you stay connected to yourself while also connecting with someone else. So many times we experience connection in stages. First we feel attraction, then we move towards that person, and then something subtle happens without us realizing it. Our awareness leaves our own body and moves into the other person's field. We may start asking questions like, do they like me? Am I saying the right thing? Or what are they thinking? Instead of staying rooted in our own experience, we may shift our focus on how we are being perceived by the other person. And this is the moment when intimacy begins to collapse. Because real connection doesn't come from losing yourself in the opinions or validation of the other person. It comes from bringing your full presence into the space between you. And Tantra teaches something very simple. Two grounded people create a stronger connection that is able to last than two enmeshed people. Connection is not enmeshment, it's not fusion. Connection is resonance. And many people who identify as empaths or highly sensitives often fall into this pattern very quickly. Because when you're sensitive to other people's emotions, you often pick up on what they are feeling, and it's easy to shift your attention towards how they feel while losing yourself in the process. But the truth is, almost everyone does this at some point. We leave our own experience or our own energy, and we start tuning in to the other person's field. And once we begin to see that intimacy is not about becoming closer to someone else, it's about remaining deeply connected to yourself while you are present with the other person. Have you ever noticed the moment when you start caring about someone, you also start paying more attention to their responses than your own? Something interesting happens in that moment. At first, I could feel present, connected, fully in my body. I've noticed this in my own life, where at first I would feel present and connected, fully in my body and in my own energy. But then, almost without realizing it, my attention would drift. And instead of feeling what was happening inside of me, I started attuning to their reactions and their responses. And suddenly thoughts would come into my mind, and I would think, what did they think about me? Did I say the right thing? How am I coming across right now? And it's in that moment I realized something. I wasn't actually connecting with them anymore. I was performing for them. I mean, how could I be connecting with the other person? I left myself and completely moved into their response. And the more I wanted connection, the more I was quietly abandoning myself in order to feel accepted. And it's in that moment when we leave ourselves to secure a connection, that's when the connection is already lost. And Tantra teaches something very different. It teaches that real connection happens when two people remain fully present in their own bodies while meeting each other. And when that happens, something new appears, a third energy, the shared field of the relationship. Let's try a simple practice. Let's begin by taking a slow breath in and breath out. And now bring your attention to your body. Feel your feet. Feel your chest. Feel the space behind your eyes. And now imagine that you are sitting across from someone you care about. Notice what happens in your body. Do you lean forward? Do you tighten? Do you start scanning for their responses? And now return your awareness back to your own breath, back to your body, back into your own presence. And imagine meeting them from this place instead. This is where you are not attuning to their responses, and you're not performing. You're just being with them while staying rooted within yourself, in your own energetic frame. This is the foundation of tantric intimacy. Now let's visualize this in a very simple way. Bring your awareness to the center of your chest. Simply notice your breath. Imagine a small flame in the center of your heart. This flame represents your presence, your awareness, your energy. And notice how the flame moves naturally with your breath. It simply burns at a steady rate where nothing is forced. And now imagine the other person in front of you. They also have their own flame in the center of their chest. And at first, the two flames are separate. Each one is whole and steady. And now imagine the two flames are slowly leaning towards each other. And they're just slowly moving closer together. And as they touch, something interesting happens. As the flames merge, they become a larger, more stable flame. Instead of extinguishing each other, they become brighter, warmer, more alive. This is the shared field that forms when two people remain present in themselves while connecting. The flame is not yours, and it is not theirs. It is the relationship itself. And the strength of that shared flame depends on something very simple. Both people remaining connected to their own center. When you stay present in yourself, connection doesn't consume you. It expands. Take one slow breath. Gently exhale. This is why Tantra is such a powerful daily practice, because it changes how we approach relationships. Instead of asking, how do I get closer to someone? We start asking different questions. We start asking, can I remain fully present in myself while I connect? And something interesting happens. The connection becomes calmer, more honest, more alive. Because it's no longer based on performance. It's based on presence. I'm going to give you a few moments while I continue to flow Reiki energy to you to think about these questions and how that would look for you. I'm now grounding the energy from this session into your field, slowly pulling back the flow of Reiki energy, disconnecting completely. Your energy is already reorganizing. Trust what it is showing you. So this week, here's something you can experiment with. The next time you're in a conversation with someone, pause, feel your breath, feel your body, and notice if you are still with yourself. If you are, stay there, because the deepest intimacy in life doesn't come from merging. It comes from two people who are fully present in themselves, meeting in the same moment. And that, my friends, is an inside job. If this supported you and you'd like to go deeper, you can find information about private sessions in the description box below. Thank you for tuning in, and if this video resonated with you, write the word presence in the comments. Also, remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. I'd love to hear what you noticed during the practice. Next week, we explore the final piece in this series, union without losing yourself. I will see you then.